The Book of Genesis. Genesis chapter 1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth being without form and empty, and darkness on the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God moving gently on the face of the waters. Then God said, "Let light be," and there was light. And God saw the light, that it was good. And God separated between the light and the darkness. And God called the light day, and he called the darkness night. And there was evening, and there was morning, the first day. And God said, "Let an expanse be in the midst of the waters, and let it divide between the waters and the waters." And God made the expanse, and he separated between the waters which were under the expanse, and the waters which were above the expanse. And it was so. And God called the expanse heavens. And there was evening, and there was morning, the second day. And God said, "Let the waters under the heavens be collected to one place, and let the dry land appear." And it was so. And God called the dry land earth, and the collection of waters he called seas. And God saw that it was good. God said, "Let the earth sprout tender sprouts, the plant seeding seed, the fruit tree producing fruit according to its kind, whichever seed is in it on the earth." And it was so. And the earth bore tender sprouts, the plant seeding seed according to its kind, and the fruit tree producing fruit according to its kind, whichever seed is in it. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the third day. And God said, "Let luminaries be in the expanse of the heavens to divide between the day and the night. And let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years. And let them be for luminaries in the expanse of the heavens, to give a light on the earth." And it was so. And God made two great luminaries, the great luminary to rule the day, and the small luminary and the stars to rule the night. And God set them in the expanse of the heavens, to give light on the earth, and to rule over the day and over the night, and to divide between the light and the darkness. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the fourth day. And God said, "Let the waters swarm with the swarmers having a soul of life, and let the birds fly over the earth on the face of the expanse of the heavens." And God created the great sea animals, and all that creeps, having a living soul, which swarmed the waters according to its kind, and every bird with wing according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. And God blessed them, saying, "Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters in the seas, and let the birds multiply in the earth." And there was evening, and there was morning, the fifth day. And God said, "Let the earth bring forth the soul of life according to its kind, cattle and creepers and its beasts of the earth according to its kind." And it was so. And God made the animals of the earth according to its kind, and cattle according to its kind, and every creeping thing of the ground according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. And God said, "Let us make man in our image, according to our likeness, and let them rule over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the heavens, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over all the creepers creeping on the earth. And God created the man in his own image. In the image of God he created him. He created them male and female. And God blessed them, and God said to them, Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the earth, and subdue it, and rule over the fish of the sea, and over birds of the heavens, and over all living things creeping on the earth. And God said, Behold, I have given you every plant seeding seed which is on the face of all the earth, and every tree in which is the fruit of a tree seeding seed. It shall be food for you, and to every living thing of the earth, and to every bird of the heavens, and to every creeper on the earth, in which is a living soul. Every green plant is for food. And it was so. And God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the 6th day. The Gospel of Matthew, Chapter 1. The book of the generation of Jesus Christ, the son of David, the son of Abraham. Abraham, in Hebrew Avraham, fathered Isaac, in Hebrew Yitzchak. And Yitzchak fathered Jacob, in Hebrew Yaakov. And Yaakov fathered Judah, Yehudah, and his brothers. And Yehudah fathered Pharez, Peretz, and Zerah, Zerach, out of Tamar, Tamal. And Peretz fathered Hezron, Chetzron. And Chetzron fathered Aram, Ram. And Ram fathered Aminadab, Aminadav. And Aminadav fathered Nashon, Nachshon. And Nachshon fathered Salmon, Salmon. And Salmon fathered Boaz, Boaz, out of Rahab, Rechav. And Boaz fathered Obed, Oved, out of Ruth, Ruth. And Oved fathered Jesse, Yishai. And Yishai fathered David, David the king. And David the king fathered Solomon, Shlomo, out of her who had been the wife of Uriah, Uriah. And Shlomo fathered Rehoboam, Rechavam. And Rechavam fathered Abijah, Aviah. And Aviah fathered Asa, Asa. And Asa fathered Jehoshaphat, Yehoshaphat. And Yehoshaphat fathered Jehoram, Jehoram. And Jehoram fathered Uzziah, Uzziahu. And Uzziahu fathered Jotham, Jotam. And Jotam fathered Ahaz, Achaz. And Achaz fathered Hezekiah, Chizkiyahu. And Chizkiyahu fathered Manasseh, Menashe. And Menashe fathered Amon, Ammon. And Ammon fathered Josiah, Yoshiyahu. And Yoshiyahu fathered Jehoiakim, Yechaniyahu, and his brothers at the carrying away of Babylon. And after the carrying away of Babylon, Yechaniyahu fathered Shealtiel, Shealtiel. And Shealtiel fathered Zerubbabel, Zerubbabel. And Zerubbabel fathered Abihud, Avihud. And Avihud fathered Eliakim, Eliakim. And Eliakim fathered Azor, Azor. And Azor fathered Sadok, Sadok. And Sadok fathered Akim, Achin. And Achin fathered Elihud, Elihud. And Elihud fathered Eleazar, Elazar. And Elazar fathered Matan, Matan. And Matan fathered Jacob, Yaakov. And Yaakov fathered Joseph, Yosef, the betrothed husband of Mary, Miriam, of whom Jesus, Yeshua, was born, who is called Christ, or Mashiach. So all the generations from Abraham to David were 14 generations, and from David to the carrying away to Babylon, 14 generations, and from the carrying away of Babylon until Christ, or Mashiach, 14 generations. Now the birth of Jesus Christ, Yeshua HaMashiach, was this way. For his mother Mary, Miriam, had been betrothed to Joseph, Yosef. And before they came together, she was discovered to be pregnant in womb by the Holy Spirit. But her husband Joseph, being just, and not willing to make her a public example, he purposed to put her away secretly. And as he was thinking about these things, behold, an angel of the Lord was seen by him in a dream, saying, Joseph, son of David, do not be afraid to take Mary as your wife, for that in her is fathered by the Holy Spirit. And she will bear a son, and you shall call his name Jesus, for he shall save his people from their sins. Now all this happened so that might be fulfilled that spoken by the Lord through the prophet, saying, Behold, the virgin will conceive in her womb, and will bear a son, and they will call his name Emmanuel, which translated is, God with us. And being aroused from sleep, Joseph did as the angel of the Lord commanded him, and took his wife, and did not know her until she bore her son, the firstborn. And he called his name Jesus, Yeshua,